Wulv here, ready to bring you part 4 of Let's Play Megaman 6. In our last video, we took on Plant Man, who, as I mentioned, reminds me of a cheap knockoff of Woodman. In this video, we're going to take on Tomahawk Man. Now, Tomahawk Man comes off as being very racist to his whole board and whatnot, and I feel the problem with that, I feel, is the fact that most of what, I'm not going to say this is true throughout the entire world, because I can't say from experience, but from what I can tell, in my own opinion, it's sensationalism in the media and whatnot, where we get most of what we learn from other cultures of that in their own media. And, well, in Americana, most of what we see of cowboys and Indians, even from a young age, are in movies where, you know, it didn't work that way. And so, unfortunately, this also being media, it comes off as being very racist, and, well, this game's still a good game overall, but, you know, a movie can be good and can have taints in it. I mean, you know, but I do wish that it didn't work this way. I wish that, you know, people could either make a true representation of something and put it in the media, or just forget about it altogether and not make a cheap knockoff or something that comes off as being racist and offensive to somebody somewhere. Now, that's not to say that all things work that way, or that everyone gets offended or things like that, because I'm not sure if anyone knows about the story behind Speedy Gonzales, but this is true, by the way. Apparently, a bunch of people who were primarily white were offended by the idea of the character of Speedy Gonzales coming off as a poor copy or imitation of the Mexican people, which he probably does too. But the Mexicans loved the character of Speedy Gonzales, and after Speedy Gonzales was banned from TV, fought to put him back on the air to show his cartoons again. So, you know, funny the way things work sometimes, and funny who gets offended by things. I mean, for all I know, maybe no one else takes offense to Tomahawk Man or whatnot. Maybe it's only me, you know? I don't want to be ignorant or anything, but at the same point in time, don't want to be offensive. But sometimes we can't help but accidentally offend people, which I wish were not the case. Anyway, that ladder over there is the one you have to take to get the beat part for this stage, but coming here first, Yes, that is Pro Man's music. To get the equalizer, balancer, whatever it's called, which will make it so I no longer have to switch to the special weapon to refill it if I come across one of those energy capsule things. Which is really nice. And not sure how much you'll actually see or hear it being used, because you can hear it being used, at least in these early videos. But when I get to the Mr. X stages, you'll probably see it used at least on a somewhat regular basis. Hear it being used. Okay, now that's probably the hardest part for getting over here, is that second guy there that shoots bullets from the ceiling. Just gotta be careful, time it right. If you do that, you should be able to get over here. And as you can I'm just gonna ignore that energy. As you can see, though, there's the whole thing leading into a boss. And so now, we'll go take on Tomahawk Man, who is weak to plant barrier. And so I'm going to equip that, just because Tomahawk Man is just hard enough for me without it. But then, of course, if you've been watching this, you probably know that I'm not the best at this, but I'm not necessarily bad either. I enjoy the Megaman games, but I'll never claim to be the best at them. Ah, fudge. Ah! I can't believe I wasted plant barrier. I can't believe I've wasted all my plant barrier. But I'm going to try to keep this video anyway. So, maybe you'll see me take this guy down with only my Mega Buster. Or maybe you'll see me fail completely because I refused, for some odd reason, to use an energy tank, when I probably should have. And probably should still. But no, I said don't use the energy tank, didn't I? For some unknown frickin' reason. Probably because the Wulv's a frickin' moron here today. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tomahawk was taken down with Mega Buster. All because I didn't time plant barrier right. Am I keeping this video? Yes. Just to show you how much of a fool I can be. I enjoyed some of the commentary and blah blah blah. You get Silver Tomahawk and B parts. Now I'm pretty sure going through the different guys on the bomb here that does read out BEAT for the parts when you get them, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll have to find out in the next video, where we will be taking on Yamato Man. Can't tell that I'm tired, or that it's at like 6 something in the morning for me, and I've been up all night. Yes, I'm up all night. But that's why I'm called the Wolf. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, keep cool, stay safe.